Football is a simple game, isn't it? You kick a ball into a net, but every now and then a player does something that makes you question everything you thought you knew. They make the ball do things that seem, well, impossible. I'm talking about the curveball, the bender, the shot that starts wide, looks like it's going out for a throw-in, and then, as if by magic, it swerves back towards the goal. It's a moment of pure genius. Let's travel back to 1997. It was a friendly tournament called the Tournoi de France. Brazil were playing France. Brazil won a free kick, a long way out. It was about 35 meters from goal, maybe more. It seemed too far for a direct shot. Up stepped the Brazilian left-back, Roberto Carlos. He took an unusually long run-up from a central position. He struck the ball with the outside of his left foot, a technique that is incredibly difficult to master. The ball flew off his boot with incredible power. At first, it looked like a terrible shot. It was heading way wide of the right-hand post. A ball boy standing 10 yards to the right of the goal actually ducked, thinking it was coming straight for him. But then, the ball, which had been traveling in a straight line, suddenly changed its mind. It took a wicked, vicious, impossible turn to the left. It curled around the wall and nestled itself into the corner of the net, kissing the inside of the post on its way in. The stadium fell into a stunned silence, followed by a collective gasp and then an eruption of applause. Scientists have studied that goal for years, talking about the Magnus effect and aerodynamics. But for us, it was just raw genius. Now let's talk about a goal where the pressure was almost unbearable. The date was October 6, 2001. England were playing Greece at Old Trafford in a crucial World Cup qualifier. England were losing 2-1 as the clock ticked into injury time. The dream was fading. The nation was heading for a terrifying playoff against Ukraine. England won a free kick. It was about 30 yards out, maybe a bit more. It was David Beckham territory. This was his moment of redemption, the chance to put all of that behind him. The entire stadium, and millions watching at home, held their breath. Beckham took his trademark run-up, a few short, precise steps. He whipped his right foot around the ball, striking it with that beautiful textbook technique he was so famous for. The ball lifted over the Greek wall, climbing high into the air. But Beckham had applied the perfect amount of spin. As it started to come down, it began to curl, dipping and swerving viciously towards the top left-hand corner of the goal. The Greek goalkeeper took a step and dived, but he had absolutely no chance. The ball flew into the back of the net. Old Trafford erupted. It was a noise I will never forget. Pure, unadulterated ecstasy. He had single-handedly dragged England to the World Cup with one of the most famous free kicks in football history. We must, of course, talk about the king himself, Pelé. While he is remembered for his 1,000-plus goals, one of his most iconic moments wasn't even a goal. The scene was the 1970 World Cup in Mexico, the semi-final between Brazil and Uruguay. The ball was played through to him. A simple forward pass. The Uruguayan goalkeeper came rushing off his line to close the angle. Pelé was running at full pace towards him. Any normal player would have taken a touch or tried to shoot early. Instead of touching the ball, Pelé let it run past the goalkeeper on one side while he himself ran around the other side. It was a dummy of breathtaking audacity. He shot first time with the outside of his right foot, trying to curl it back into the far corner. The ball curled beautifully, agonizingly, just past the far post. He had missed, but it didn't matter. The moment became legendary, a glimpse into the mind of a genius. So, what is it about these curving, swerving shots that captures our imagination so completely? It's about technique, practice, a deep understanding of the ball. When a player like Roberto Carlos or David Beckham steps up to a free kick, we are not just watching a sportsman, we are watching an artist at work. They use their foot like a paintbrush, and the ball's trajectory is their brushstroke. These moments are what we live for as fans. They are the stories we tell our children and grandchildren. They are the goals that win tournaments, save countries, and define legacies. The curve goal is a great leveler. It shows that with enough skill and audacity, anything is possible on a football pitch. It's the ultimate expression of hope and creativity. It's the perfect blend of power, grace, and intelligence. These goals are more than just points on a scoreboard. They are part of football's rich tapestry. A reminder of the beautiful game's enduring power to surprise, delight, and inspire us all, and we will never ever get tired of watching them.